Good day traders, welcome back to the Forex Bull Trading Academy. In this video, we will be looking at the dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Before we get started, I would like to remind you all the information in this video is for educational purpose only, should not be considered as a financial advice. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can do it right away, not to miss any of the future analysis that we're doing every single day. Right, let's get started. What I do like is this break above the resistance, the trend line. So we had this downtrend trend line, and we can see that the previous resistance where the price bounced off the trend line has been broken. The trend line has been broken, then we had a break above the 50 simple moving average, and then we had the break above the resistance. Clearly this resistance previously has been the support, resistance, broken, support. You can see it has been rejected today. Prior to that rejection, we see that the moving average has also been rejected, and currently price started to produce higher highs and higher lows. This is clearly a potential reversal pattern, or at least a correction. So we might be seeing this strong move to the upside towards one of the resistance levels. But I will only mark one resistance level because it plays the most important role from what I understand. First off, we can see this uptrend trend line, and I have used the last wave to the upside to apply FIBs. Now what we see is the 23.6 FIBs, which is at 1.3330. Kind of round number. The second FIBs I have applied to the correctional wave down, which is very also important, after we had a break above the moving average and above the previous resistance. You can say that this was also a breakout point of the trend line, confirmed breakout point. Now the second FIBs shows that 527.2 retracement level is corresponding exactly to 23.6, which is yet again at 1.3330. So this means that the price for the US dollar, Canadian dollar, could be going up by 270 pips. Obviously, this is not a short-term outlook. This is the medium term, because this is quite a big and substantial move. And of course, there most likely will be some consolidation, some pullbacks. So I would expect something maybe like that. Price will go down, then there will be this opportunity. So basically there are two scenarios where the price will continue going up non-stop, or it will correct down. It could be a bigger correction, it could be a smaller correction. So it's yet to be seen how far it will correct, but we can mark straight away several support levels to watch. So all these levels are support, because as we can see, there was the low after the breakout of the resistance. This was the rejection of the moving average, and this was the rejection of the previous supply demand zone. Well, there is another level I should mark probably. So these are the levels that are important, and we might be seeing the correction towards one of these levels before and if uptrend continues. So these are the two scenarios, and obviously if price will break below this support, the bullish forecast will be much less attractive, although still valid. The only way we can invalidate it completely is if dollar Canadian dollar will break below the most recently printed lower low. Only then there is a chance that the downtrend will continue. But at this point, it looks like the dollar is getting some strength, while the Canadian dollar is going through some sort of a downside move. Of course, I would like to see a fast move to the upside, but nonetheless, we should consider both scenarios where there will be a correctional move to the downside. Now it's time to move to other analysis we had published previously, starting with the Australian versus dollar. Consolidation ongoing, uptrend still expected to continue, but I really want for this support to hold. Now we see that the dollar might be going to be strong, so this correction should be expected, and maybe even stronger pullback, and maybe in the worst case we will retest this support on the Australian dollar, maybe even spike below this. Maybe price will be heading towards the 200 exponential moving average. There are a lot of scenarios, because I do see the strength in dollar which might result in this downtrend. So I will keep it on. Remember, we shared this idea once the price was at this bottom. I will invalidate it if there will be a clear break below this support. This is probably another level to watch. If on the daily time frame there will be clear breakout below this support, it should be invalidated. But for now, profit fixing, I think, are taking place, and we need to see what will happen at this cycle, next cycle, which is just in 3 trading days. And I think these 3 trading days could be a substantial correction to the downside. So a little bit risky to hold. Maybe it's best to wait until the next cycle because of the potential dollar strength. Speaking about the dollar strength, now the gold, I think this has been actual target. So we nearly tested it and price went down sharply. I think that due to the dollar strength, gold will be struggling and there is a potential of further price decline. For this reason, I'm invalidating the gold as well, because of the dollar strength. Same basically for the silver. We see that this resistance, I just was looking at the chart and noted it. This resistance previous high hasn't been broken because there was a spike and then price failed to close above this spike. All in all, I think that the silver will struggle as well, and this will be a move to the downside, and potentially we will spike below this low, and maybe we will even spike below this low. Looks like extremely strong dollar for the time being, at least in the short perspective. So I'm invalidating gold and silver as well. We're left now with the Canadian versus Japanese yen. So this is a valid analysis, looking for this sort of pullback. Most likely won't be the fast one. So yeah, this should be like that towards the next cycle, which is on the 16th. So just 5 trading days from now, we might be reaching this support. We're left to watch Australian dollar, which is looking to correct down. We are watching the dollar, Canadian dollar, which is likely to have a nice uptrend, and Canadian Japanese yen to go down. So all in all, Canadian dollar is weak, dollar is strong. For the time being, that's what it looks like. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow with new analysis. Take care and profits to you.